The best form of settlement is settlement out of court. Even Jesus advises so. Okay, so today we've learned the differences between a good legal fee and a bad legal fee. It's so important because the legal aspect of your business can also wreck that business if it is not in place. In the face of bankruptcy, litigation, legal fees that you were supposed to pay in the earlier days of your business become cheap. Hello, family worldwide. How we all doing? How our business is going? Happy Sunday. I trust you went to church or you fellowshipped online. Anyone, make sure you partook of today's service. Make sure you partook of the communion with the Lord today. Make sure you partook of fellowshipping with the Lord and with the brethren today. My name remains Dothrop Odum. I'm your host on The Divine Entrepreneur. You are welcome to another episode. We have been talking about the BI triangle, right? And for the sake of those that don't know what the BI triangle is, let's draw it quickly, okay? So this is the inner aspect of the BI triangle, right? The BI triangle talks about the elements of the business that must be put in place for the business to run well. Also, the BI triangle is like the gauge to know whether your business is performing well or not. All right, so we have products here, we have legal, we have systems here, communications, and what? Cash flow. Right, these are the inner elements of the BI triangle. We call it the BI triangle. Alright, so these are the elements that must be put into consideration for a business to function properly. Now, we've said a lot about product, systems, communications, and cash flow, and we've not really said anything much on legal. Okay, so today we're going to be touchlighting legal, right? And then understanding it in the context of good legal fees versus bad legal fees. Okay, so let's talk about it. What does it mean to have good legal fees versus bad legal fees, right? So it is important. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? Share and like, share it with your friends and loved ones. The community is growing. We love each other in this community and we support each other. All right, okay. There must be a proper understanding between the legal fees wasted on unnecessary litigation versus the fees paid to implement the legal element of the BI triangle. Okay, there must be a proper understanding, right? So fees paid, do you understand? Just as there's a difference between good debt and bad debt. We discussed that in a previous lesson, okay? Good debt versus bad debt, right? Just as there's a difference between good debt and bad debt, okay? There's a difference between types of legal bills. Okay? What is the major difference between a good legal bill and a bad legal bill? Because it is a bill that we encounter in the real world of business. Legal bills, all right? Now, number one, good legal fees would allow you build a business foundation. Will allow you build a business foundation, okay? It will allow you build a business foundation. A good legal bill too will allow you do what? Form an entity. What do we mean now? When you pay the charges for getting your CAC, for example, your certificate of incorporation, okay? Those are fees that must be paid to establish your business as a legal entity. All right, so a good legal bill will allow you build a business foundation. A good legal bill is necessary to form an entity. Okay, so you have to pay the lawyer to help you incorporate your company. All right. Number 3, good legal bills create precise, unambiguous, and thoughtful contracts. Okay, so a bill that allows you to do this is a good legal bill. It's a bill that must be spent. Okay, that is building a good legal bill contributes to the legal part of the BI triangle.
What if I told you that 100,000 naira could unlock 1 million naira for you in just 90 days?
We're talking 90 days of business coaching and mentoring to help you build your business. We'll give you access to our business blueprint that teaches you how to generate leads, nurture them, and convert these leads to massive sales.
Introducing the 90-day Divine Entrepreneur Challenge.
I know you might be wondering, what if I don't make that 1 million in 90 days? Now, here's the deal. If you show up, do the work, follow all the blueprint, and you still don't hit that 1 million, guess what? Your money will be refunded 100%. And not just that. So as a way of saying thank you for trusting the process, you get to take that courses from the Divine Entrepreneur Seller account.
Starts Sunday, May 25th, 2025. And registration is now open.
Use the link in the comment section to get started.
This offer is for the first 100 businesses that sign up. This is not a guess, not a gamble. It's a strategy. The best part, you do not need millions to start. You just need your willingness to act.
And most importantly, guaranteed ROI. Like, make 10 times your money in just 90 days.
We train, we guide, you work, you win.
All right. A good legal bill helps us establish or maintain intellectual property rights. This is so important. Intellectual property rights. All right, that's a very, very fantastic one here. Okay, this is where many people miss out on legal protection of their intellectual property. Okay, and then of course a good legal bill helps you create strong business partnerships. Okay, it helps you create strong business partnerships. All right, so spending this money will save money for you, or perhaps make you money in future. Okay, it will save you future unnecessary bills. Do you understand? Like litigations, etc. It protects your right. So a good legal bill or good legal fees, okay, help you make money in future or save money, right? Now, bad legal fees, okay, do not save you money. Do not save you money. 2, they do not make you money. They do not make you money in future. Simple. So on a very simple level, don't be bamboozled by the legal shenanigans of lawyers in the house. I salute you now. So by the time the lawyer comes and bamboozles you guys left, right and center, you feel indebted. Just put it through the lenses of this, right? A good legal bill does not, a good legal bill fosters a solid legal department, a solid legal position for your business, right? It saves you money and it makes money for you in future. Okay, so when a bill comes or when you're about to enter a particular legal transaction, just look at it through this simple lens. Does it help you build a business foundation? Does it help you form an entity like your CSC expenses? Does it create thoughtful contracts that are unambiguous, right? Does it establish or maintain your intellectual property rights? Does it create strong business partnerships? You can ask yourself those simple questions in fact, when the lawyer comes, just ask this question. If it does not save you money and does not make you money in future and does not do any of these things, it is a bad legal fee. Now, just as there are some necessary bad debts that do not ultimately service income producing assets, just as they don't generate income, there are some bad debts that don't generate income, like taking your child to the hospital or getting a mortgage for your house, etc. Right? There's some just as there are some necessary bad debts, there are also some situations where litigation is necessary. We're going to point that out right now. Okay? So there are some situations where spending on litigation makes sense. When litigation expenses makes sense. Okay? There are certain situations like that, and we will point them out now. 1. Cases where the survival of the business is at stake. Okay? Where the survival of the business is at stake. What does this imply? It means that if you don't pay such a bill, the business will pack up, it will fold up. That litigation expense is so important for the survival of the business. In such a case, it makes sense to incur that litigation expense. Okay? Another situation is where it's necessary to keep from losing, where it is necessary to keep from losing valuable rights and losing the income thereby. Valuable rights and the income generated through those rights. Income generated through those rights. You understand? So if there's a litigation case on a property, for example, and you own a rental property, there's a litigation on it, and not paying that litigation fee, right, would cause you to lose your rights over that property and the income generated from those rights. Now, it is necessary to pay the litigation fee in that case. Okay? Where it is necessary to enforce your rights, another situation now, where it is necessary to enforce your rights out of principle. Okay? Where it's necessary to enforce your right out of principle or as a strategic necessity. Out of principle or necessity, where you need to enforce your rights. Do you understand? And then another one is what? Where initiating litigation may be the only way to stop a pirate competitor. You get, when you want to stop a pirate competitor. Right, where you see some behaviors that are not in line, that jeopardize your rights, litigation just might make sense in that situation. However, litigation is extremely expensive, and it's not something you can initiate and simply walk away from. Okay? Even when the going gets tough. When the going gets tough, you must be ready to get to the end of that litigation process. Do you understand? In Matthew chapter 5, 25 to 36, Jesus advises people to do what? Settle their disputes quickly with their adversaries while they are still together on the way to court. He warns us that if they don't, they may be handed over to the judge and then to the authorities, and then they may end up in prison. The best form of settlement is settlement out of court. Even Jesus advises so. Okay? So today we've learned the differences between a good legal fee and a bad legal fee. It's so important because the legal aspect of your business can also wreck that business if it is not in place. We remember the story of Robert Kiyosaki, all right, where he said that his nylon and velcro business went down. Why? Because there was no protection on his intellectual property. The legal part, that it seemed, the legal fee seemed so cumbersome at the beginning, and so he was like, it's too much. That legal fee is too much. Well, when they went into bankruptcy to the tune of $1 million plus, he realized that litigation fee, that legal fee, was cheap. In the face of bankruptcy, litigation legal fees that you were supposed to pay in the earlier days of your business become cheap. Okay, so be wise, do what is necessary, protect your business, protect your intellectual property. Stay tuned to this channel for more lessons on your business and achieving business success with Christian values. My name remains Dr. Opodum. Don't forget to join us every Thursday by 7 p.m. WAT for professional courses, right? And then, of course, Sundays, 7 p.m. WAT, we are back here teaching one-on-one coaching sessions. Till I come your way next week, it's bye from me. I love you, but God loves you more.